Correct.
Yeah.
I will say, so Clint, you are going with who?
I don't think I'm going with anyone right now. Because Doran was going to go talk to Telemom.
Okay.
Torbjorn went to Bradford.
Mhm.
Lucian stayed in the library. Flora... Well, what's Flora up to? Sora sticking with Lucian or no?
Flair's also in the library.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just... How does he find me? How?
I was just wondering who he found.
Oh, okay. I
You
mean,
could give me-
he would go look... Actually, I go to the Merchant's Row. If I know where it is. Probably just ask, like, hey, where's the Merchant's Row?
Yeah, it's across the bridge outside of the more artistic district, over to where the over near the river, so it's easier to get travel. And you do see quite a few people, but as you're crossing the bridge, you begin hearing these dulcet tones, and there's a small crowd gathering. As an elven man in white sits atop playing his instrument.
I just shuffle into the crowd. I'm not trying to, like, push to the front or anything, but just, you know, get a nice perch if I can.
Okay, yeah, roll a perception.
Ooh, baby. Let's fucking go.
Oh, that's really good. I might actually have to make a roll.
Holy shit.
Wait, is 7 here? Is 7 here right now?
He's 7. He's always here.
You definitely see like a shifting in the crowd as you move your way over that way.
Like them getting closer to Adrian's playing, or like clearing way?
Like some people are leaving, some people are going, but you saw a slight bump against you.
I check my pocket.
You have your pockets.
Check my coin purse.
You have your coin purse.
I don't like that he's only agreeing to the things I'm actually bothering to check right now. There's nothing else I have of value on me. Okay, then I check my sending stone.
It is present.
Okay, roger that. I don't have my Tambura right now. I probably left that back in the... Wait, no, I brought my Tambura. No, I totally brought my Tambura. Wait. No one's gonna jack my Tambura off of me. Like, there's no way.
How could they? It's like a guitar.
Yeah, it's like a freaking, like, guitar-sized thing. Check your butt.
Check
Shut the
your ball.
fuck up.
It's full of piss.
Shit, I've been neutered. Alright, well, if I have all my belongings on me, then can I see who bumped into me? This is just Clint being hyper paranoid now.
I mean, you see, there's quite a few people here, but you could go, like, investigate it.
Sure. I'm just gonna, like, stop where I am and look around to see, like, people that would have had just, like, have the distance to have bumped into me, like, past, like, few seconds. Or, like, a minute or so.
Yeah, you
So,
definitely
like,
see, like, a man with, like, shaggy brown hair, walking away. Roll me an investigation.
Okay, I am not good at these. Actually, I am apparently better than these than perception, but I'm not gonna get that 20. Okay, well, fucking hell, thanks God. Thanks for looking out!
So anyways.
Okay,
Bless the Sangalia!
you notice something in that you don't notice anything.
What?
The man has a very nondescript grayish hat, a gray coat,
Hold on.
some very plain looking pants.
He doesn't look familiar, though, right? I haven't seen him, like...
Doesn't look familiar, but putting it together, this
He's a gray
person,
man.
he's gray man tacticking. Specifically being as generic as possible in order to blend in.
God, that's very sneaky. Adrian's still playing, right?
Yes, quite the polar opposite of him too.
Does the figure, the gray man, notice me spotting him?
He does not. He seems to be walking away. Very nondescriptly.
Nondescriptly walking away. Chase the curiosity. Bard trainer. God damn it. I'm gonna roll for it. 1 to 10, I'll go chasing after the gray man. Alright. I'll follow after him. In a nondescript... I am not nondescript. I'm like wearing like a helmet and everything. I'm pretty sure we turn eyes just for wearing kit. I just follow after him.
So you begin following after him, and he seems to be not stopping, seeing any sort of the performers that are around, but just continuously walks. And as he turns right when he gets off the bridge, you turn right after him, and he is super gone.
The fuck? Oh. I look around, see if there's... I don't have detect magic, fuck. Are there any people nearby?
Yeah, there's quite a few.
I just go up to one and ask if they spotted someone just in a gray outfit nearby. Shaggy sort of individual. I'd say that they lost some coin, so I was trying to track them down.
You get a couple like, oh, what a good young man you are, but no one seems to have recalled where they were. But
It's not. Well, thank you for your time. I suppose I have to go find a guard then. Thank you. And at that, I'm just gonna go back to Adrian.
yeah, roll a perception.
Oh, great. Well, there goes a nat 20 streak, but can't say. That's unexpected.
Okay.
I head back
Very
to
good.
Adrian.
You head back, and by this time he's finishing up. As he sort of like walks along the edge, playing and singing.
Let's watch him from a distance, just sort of taking in the performance. Looking over my shoulder every now and again to see if a fucking gray man shows up or something. But probably not, or at least I don't spot them, so I just turn my attention back to Adrian. See if he ever has like a final, lull. Take a break or something.
Yeah, after a few minutes he does, and he sits there as he picks up his drink and takes a sip. As he sits and takes off his hat, you can see his crystal blue eyes just looking over and noticing you.
I just do like some applause, like where I'm standing.
Please, the time for applause has passed.
Gone over. Hell of a performance, though. You do this regularly?
Anytime I get a chance to make someone smile, I take it.
Oh, well, you gotta smile at me. I lean in closer, and you probably caught the attention of certain peoples dressed in gray.
Just looks around. Is that right?
I saw one earlier. He walked off. Couldn't find him.
Do you have a suspect?
Nah. I mean, I give him like a description, like, guy dressed all in all gray, unsurprising for a gray man, shaggy brown hair, all that. Immensely nondescript, and I'm like, probably purposely so.
He just nods. That sounds like someone gray manning.
So we do
So-
anything about?
Are you missing anything?
Not that I can tell. I felt someone bump into me earlier, but I have all my stuff.
Probably wouldn't worry about it. Unless you have something extra.
I mean, not really.
Sometimes people aren't stealing from you, they're dropping something off for you to notice later.
I check my pockets to see if I have anything extra. Like, anything.
As you check your pockets, you get nothing.
Nothing. Maybe it's just coincidence.
Perhaps so. Pull out that instrument.
Huh?
Pull out the instrument.
Are you gonna feed me to the dogs here in center of Merchant's Row?
Just want to hear what you got.
Hadn't had much time to practice. Find the light, huh? Cast guidance on myself. Holy shit!
What do you
Stop getting
think
that
about
voice.
it as you
What
play?
the fuck?
Huh. What was? Well, I'm sorry. What was that?
What do you think about as you play?
Honestly, I probably think of Captain Riker.
Okay. So I think that probably would sound like a somewhat somber but hopeful tone.
Yeah.
And you see Adrian picks up. He pulls out like a harmonica and starts to harmonize with what you're playing.
Oh, harmonica.
As
Clint is just super focused during all of it. Like he's trying to make sure he's like not like he's trying to make sure as Adrian joins in that he's not messing with Adrian, which is sort of counterintuitive to what Adrian's doing.
if anything, it's more like a guiding you to what's next. And after a few minutes while you're on this bridge near the merchant quarter, as you begin playing, you see someone come over and he's got a little tambourine.
Cool.
And he starts playing on it with y'all into the beat. And after a few more minutes, another man comes up with like a large bass. And if you ever heard a wood bass, they sound really cool.
I have not, and I'm gonna look it up now.
And just over time, probably for like over the next 10 minutes, several more people, till you have like a whole ensemble, begin grouping up into the song. And as you're finishing and you're thinking about the outcome of this, and it's just flowing out of you, as you hit your final note, you look up and see that there's a full-on crowd. And as you stop, you feel Adrian come up behind you and just bump his hand up on your back like a bellboy.
Oh, shit. I gently set the tambura down, stand up, and I gesture to Adrian as well, and the fellow ensemble members said, stand up, and bow with me.
As you do, you get a pretty big applause for this little street performance turned into something truly beautiful. You see all the people that joined up just start like celebrating with each other, not in like a we just won the Super Bowl, but more like a hey, good job. I really like your sound. And then one of them comes up to you, this really, really big burly man that was holding the bass, and he just shakes your hand.
Good playing out there. Thank you for joining me.
You did well, boy. He just tussles your hood. Keep it up.
Well, us Black Watch aren't cities of light often, so I'd figured might as well enjoy your fair city.
He just nods at that. I suppose so. Good luck to you, wherever life takes you.
Not at that. Go over to the other members as well. The tambourine, all that. Give them my thanks.
They all like sort of like say thank you and you're welcome. Eventually, everyone disperses, and you see Adrian just sort of sitting back up there with his drink once again.
That was a
That's what
fluke.
Came from the heart. Things from the heart are never flukes. Perhaps your performance was better than usual, but it was not a fluke.
Song is for Rika. Speaking of the captain, sir, I feel obliged to let you in on some stuff about his trial. If you want to listen.
Please do. He offers over his flask to you.
Take it, lift up the visor of the helmet, take a drink.
Yeah, it's just like a honey ginger drink.
Ooh. Give it back over, close up the visor. And I just go. I'm gonna lead with. We found the pre-filings for his hearing. And there are some names, Blackwatch names that were redacted out. I look at him. Are you one of them?
I am not.
Insight check.
He just flicks his long ears. I'm afraid not. I wouldn't be very good at the job.
There's the one.
Okay, so that means it probably would be. Clint gets like a look, like a grimace on his face when he realized that if it's not Adrian, that means Seven might be one of the people hearing Captain Riker out.
Here's something to think about.
Uh,
On that list, you saw your captain's name, correct?
we did. Well, not on the list itself.
But in the filing,
Yeah.
and the name was not redacted.
No. Is that unique?
That
Show
means
that it
it's
had the
not
name.
the Blackwatch names that are being redacted. I think you're dealing with someone high. Very high up.
How high up do they gotta be in the City of Light to have their identity withheld? Don't answer that.
Walk and talk, as he starts heading over to the merchant's row.
Sure. Got my temper.
One of the parts of what we do as troubadours is keeping an ear to the ground. You play the fool with your silly instrument all while you're gathering all the information in the world, and it seems so happened that I recur that there was another document I saw that had someone's name that would not even be said. Someone whose name was protected by the express consent of the Sangalia herself. Quite an
Well-
interesting thing, don't you think? Considering
What?
King Duncan, long may he reign, name is on documents all the time.
Right. And there's even Sisters of Light, Cathar's. It just stops. There are 3 names though. It can't be a Sangalia themselves. Right?
What were the names?
I recite the names back over to him, starting. Well, I guess I'll start with the Sister of Light, Cordelia, Cardinal Alejandro.
As you say the sister name, oh, White Mane.
I'm sorry, what?
He just like waves his hand. It's a silly term, a white maid. It means she's experienced.
Lady Delise, or Delisay, proxy of Duncan V. Long may he reign.
Ah, right. The king's scribe, the librarian.
Like, okay. Lord Darshan Corwin.
Ugh.
Although, I look around, get close, try to whisper to him. I'm not sure if he'll be able to attend.
That is only a net positive. Well,
I'm sorry, sir. I'm not the most educated amongst the watch.
he's what you might call a rat bastard.
Well, I think he might come down with some sickness in the coming couple of days.
Well,
Given the
might protect him. What a terrible thing. I hope it would never happen.
It's been inclement weather lately. I look up at the sunny skies. Might disagree with him.
Well, it does appear that way. Some people have such frail constitutions.
Yeah, I suppose.
A cardinal, however, is an interesting thing. That's a high position within the faith. I doubt, much like the king sending his proxy, Sangalia would make such an entrance for something, but giving a direct proxy as she did. He points to the cardinal, or he points out the cardinal. Doubt that.
You doubt it.
What's higher than a captain in your order?
Blanks. It's like, I thought it was only Captain. The Grand Watcher?
Is there only one?
I thought well, I'm sure there have been multiple in the past. Like, preceding by succession. There's only one position to occupy, though, right?
Perhaps so. That might be a name.
Huh?
That might be one of your names.
I look at, I'm like, oh! One redacted name. I guess we don't even know our own watcher. That's one. Then who are the other two?
Whatever is above a captain and below a Grand Watcher.
Out of game, I don't know if... I don't know the ranks of
Maybe
the
it's someone
watch.
from like a different compound that's like a head of one of those compounds.
Yeah. So,
A soul
Grand
survivor.
Watcher was something you only overheard. It hasn't been anything that's been even said.
Right. Okay. I'm drawing blanks there.
Then there's likely nothing you can even do about it in the first place.
Enough.
Grand
So good.
President.
Grand President. Grand Wizard.
I think that would be an emperor.
I am saying, like, would a designated survivor be present, sir?
Might be someone whose name is redacted. Someone whose name wouldn't be on there is someone who you wouldn't want to be known, so they can operate relatively independently. Someone who can fear no reprisal for their action. They cannot be tracked, not followed, nor can anything be levied. That's what you think.
Well, if they can't be tracked, then there's not much point in trying to figure out who they are, then. We don't got the time for it. We only have another day.
As you're walking, you see him take a left, even though there's a bunch of like merchants down the row into like a back alley.
I follow him nonetheless, but I just keep I like shake myself out of the, I don't know, investigative trance and just pay more attention around. But I don't say anything. I just follow him.
Tell me, how good are you with a blade?
Brothers that are better.
How quick are your feet?
There aren't many others faster than me amidst the cadets. This is
Perfect.
magic.
Then I would secure you, Tambor. It's time to run.
I look at him, tighten up the not the band. What's the term?
Strap.
It's all good. Strap. Thank you.
You cut right, I'll cut left. We'll meet back up again soon.
Huh?
As you get to the alley, like a break in it, he starts dashing off to the left.
I look at him and I'm like, oh shit! I went right.
As you start sprinting, you hear footsteps behind you, and there's quite a few people. All in some gray attire.
What? No, what? It's the Game of Thrones shit.
But with your lead, you are not caught. I will say, as you look back though, Adrian looks just like you as he's running away.
Oh. Interesting. I'm just gonna keep running.
So, do any of you have anything else you want to do? Anything?
Silence rings from the party.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I mean, there's one thing which is like, no, I could just like check my shit for the books. But, like, is there like a quote unquote lost and found? Like
I mean, if you swing by after delivering this on your way, you have books.
Okay, they're just like
In his room.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. In that case, no.
Uh,
I'm good.
they're not like the ones Lucian got. Not even close.
Here's a fucking tome. It's like, no, here's a cookbook. You're fine.
It's
Little bit
it's
Lucian
like,
or
like a
Hopper?
handheld, like a journal almost.
Like a personal writing journal. Like, is it just
Correct,
Billy's
yeah.
personal stuff? Okay.
I'll just be checking out books, and then probably heading to the fair to go and expand my mind more. But I don't think there's gonna be anything that's good. Yeah, that's really it.
Okay, yeah. As you head over there, you notice that quite a few things have been set up, and Erica's hard at work.
Oh God, well, what does it look like she has over there?
Oh, as you head over, you see her working on some stuff. She appears to be brewing some stuff up, and you notice she's in like full gear and in like an isolated room.
Oh no. Oh God, she's in the flow state.
As she is mixing some compounds, you see her loading it into this like injection needle. And
Okay.
she looks at you through her masked face. And you can't see the smile, but you feel like you can feel the smile.
I walk away. I'm not going anywhere near that. Fuck that. Fucking crazy. Oh no. Man. Now keep going.
But you do see that people are, there's like a group of people that are bringing stuff in, and if you note, they're going to like a separate area from the fair that's been blocked off behind it. Like there's an area that's blocked off behind the fair that everything's like under wraps, covered with like you've put under a tent almost.
Right. Do they look nefarious?
There's just a bunch of them. There's like, quite a few like muscular men and women just bringing a bunch of wood and steel in. As well as several of them have like these large canisters. that have like they're like frozen on the outside almost because they're so cold.
Right. I kind of want to check it out. Do I go against my better judgment and check it out?
Yes.
I rolled for it.
Did you really? What'd you roll?
Yeah. I just rolled a d20 and made it a 50-50. I mean, you do whatever you want, man. See, the rolls will open your mind, because you'll see a roll, and then you decide, I don't want to go with the roll anyways.
My wisdom says I shouldn't, but also my wisdom says you could learn a lot from seeking out information. So yes, you will go check it out.
There you go.
Okay. As you head over, do you do so like subtly, or do you just walk over?
Let's try to be subtle. Why not?
Okay, yeah, you head over and you stand near this like large container that has like a root in it. And you notice like even as you're standing over there, you start to see a small blossoming in it.
A small blossom? What?
Yeah, it looks like whatever they've put inside this container, it's like rapidly growing vegetation.
The fuck?
But as you sort of peer over as they enter in, you see the biggest metal contraption you've ever seen inside of this tent.
Hmm?
Like, it's about 10 feet long, or like 10 to 15 foot tall, and easily over 40, 50 feet long.
What the fuck are they building? And they're bringing that inside the tent as well. Oh my god. Bring this shit. What the fuck could this be? There's no way I could just follow someone in. What the fuck? I'll do my best to try to get closer to it without before I get stopped.
Okay. Yeah, as you start to get closer, you roll a perception. I'll say with advantage, because you've kind of been scoping it out for a while.
Alright. 16?
Okay, as you see, there's a gentleman in like a large gray coat that sort of buttons to one side, and he has goggles and these very thick gloves that appear like they're made of rubber. As he's putting this cylinder in, you start to see like a static outpouring of energy. Kind of like if you've ever touched one of those balls that send the electric towards your hands.
Yeah.
Like that, coming out from this part of this metal contraption. Before a couple of people say, whoa, can't be over here.
Oh, sorry. No, I'm sorry. Jerry was actually fanning me over here for a second. Could you go get him?
Do you know what Jerry?
Yeah, Jerry Spitzelplick. Over there.
Jerry Spitzelprick.
Hey,
He looks over. Oh, is that gnome fella?
Yeah, go get him.
Alright, just hang out right here. Yeah, I'll go grab him.
Yeah, no problem.
And see, like, walks into the tent. Have you
can
guys
I-
seen Jerry?
I'm gonna disguise myself by casting Disguise Self and wearing... Is there a uniform in this kind of tent area?
No, they just have like work pants with like a white tank and some suspenders.
Okay. Was there someone leaving the tent earlier? That I saw?
Yeah, you would have seen quite a few people by this point.
I would try to disguise myself as like just a generic human that was walking out of here.
Okay, yeah. As you start walking over, you feel like you're pretty disguised.
Okay. Shit.
What do you do? Do you walk in, walk out?
I'm going to walk in and just like take a good look around, kind of like I lost something.
As you walk in, sort of looking around, you see this small gnome start coming back with this gentleman. He's like, I'm sorry, Mr. Spitzelprick. They just said they needed you. He's like, it's Spitzelfreak. Spitzelfreak. As he walks out past you, what do you do?
So with this whole, I would just like to get inspect this whole thing, just because now I'm fully inside.
Oh yeah, it is massive. Like 8, 9, 10 feet wide, 15 feet tall, 40 foot long, and there are multiple of them connected to each other.
Mm-hmm. And
it's on like a track of sorts.
The fuck?
Yeah, it's something wheeled, but it's on a massive track.
Is it moving at them? It's moving, right? Because it's on the track, or no? Is the track?
It's not. But as you sort of stand around, you see. Eventually, they call for a test, and you see the electricity start surging through it, and it starts moving slightly down the track.
Mm.
It's a train, guys. They made a train.
We did it.
Nice. As they call for the test, I think that's a good distraction for me to just head out of the tent.
Yeah, as you head out and back, you see this gnome is really laying into this guy. Like, I am very busy right now. Do you understand what a distraction could cost us?
You actually just got that guy chewed out and fired.
That's fine.
Okay.
You see him like holding his hat and saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Spitzelflick. I really need this job, though. You should really think about your actions." As he storms off back into the tent.
That's productive. Alright. Oh man. I think I'm gonna head back to the villa.
Very good, very good. So after a while, do all of you eventually head back?
Do I stop getting chased by Greyman?
Yeah, you easily lose them.
Okay.
Yeah, you got
And
away.
They just
And
wanted
then-
your
and I
autograph,
don't-
man. Why are you being a dick?
I don't see Adrian again, right? Like he led them away, I'm assuming.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay low. I'm gonna go back to the villa and lay low for a bit, and just be like in the like living or like the the dining room or whatever, just playing the tambura and but like only half-heartedly and just being like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, you see Logain there, and he's just drinking like out of a mug. You all right, boy?
I'm very confused, and now I'm wondering if I made enemies in the city I've been in for less than 2 days. I'm alright.
Do you need backup?
I look at Logan and just give him oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it a lot, Logan. But I don't think we should pick fights in the city. So no. Thanks.
Very good. You see he's like working on like a Sudoku style puzzle.
Hey,
And
this
like,
is weird, but can I cast guidance on him with the instrument? I know
absolutely.
like yeah, like guidance is normally like a touch spell, but I just feel like it fits right now.
Absolutely, I'll allow that. That's nice. I didn't know you
Yeah,
were such a player.
I got a new teacher in the city. He's a hell of a... He's very inspiring. Trying to follow suit.
He just looks and you see like a very like proud smile. My before.
How you feeling? I know Poe didn't take it easy on you.
I thought the first week of training was bad.
Hey.
I think I'm happy to spend my time here doing puzzles while you youngsters get your energy out.
There's nothing wrong with taking it easy for a bit in a place that's nice and secure.
He just like looks around, like at the nice sun shining through and the breeze that's blowing. It is nice.
We
And
did find out
eventually-
some stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. I was gonna say
Okay, go ahead.
I'm just gonna keep him informed on what we found out for Riker's trial, but that's it.
Oh. Couldn't say I would have done anything different if it was me.
Hope the O's got something.
I think that's a perfect time for Halbjorn to get back to the villa.
Absolutely.
Door kicks open.
Sup, fuckers?
The door
I
was
was thinking
open.
like boom.
He closes it and then kicks it open.
Splinters, it just shatters.
Kick the door off its
But yeah.
hinges.
you hear Halbjorn enter